Hi everybody. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. It's me, Angela. You're in my sewing room. Thanks for coming by. I wasn't going to, and I put it off all day. But I did open the bag of little gummies, candies. Not those kind of gummies, because I don't do those kind of gummies. If you do those kind of gummies, that's fine for you, but I don't do those kind of gummies. These are just like gummy bears. Just regular old gummy bears from the gas station. And I waited all day to open the bag, and then finally I was getting ready to come over here and see you, and I couldn't wait any longer, and so I had a bunch. Just, God. I have zero willpower, none, no control. I like these boards. This is now a second one. Okay, so yesterday after the live, no, I haven't measured the tractor yet. Oh, of course not. But I will. I'll go out there maybe tonight and measure it. Maybe I'll have Steve measure it. Maybe. Okay, so let's just move this out of the way for a second. Let's move it out of the way so that it can get buried under the pile, and then yeah, okay, you can just go there. All right, so I didn't really, we went out for a little bit yesterday for Father's Day for Steve, and what did we do? Oh, went to the big golf superstore thing, and then had lovely barbecue lunch at Mission Barbecue. Shout out to Mission Barbecue in Lady Lake for a fantastic lunch. And they're always so kind. So kind. So kind. Anyway, so I didn't, and Joann's was right there, but they're shut down now. So, yesterday on the live, we were talking about background colors for the Petals quilt. And Madeline, hi Madeline, had said maybe a lavender or a light blue. And I kind of, in my mind, went back and forth, lavender, light blue, lavender, light blue. And I yesterday ordered this, and it's kind of a, if you can't get a real good indication of the color, is should I do the thing that I hate that influencers do? Can you see it? Can you see it? Anyway, it's kind of a cornflower blue color. In fact, that's exactly what I would call it. It's like a cornflower blue. Now, look at this. Wait till you see this. Let's just fan some of these out. Now, I don't know if this is the best way to tell if this is going to look good, but look. I think that's going to look great. I think it's going to be fun, and it's going to let the pattern and the colors, all the different colors, really kind of shine through. I'm so excited now. Now, in the interest of being cautious, I only ordered 1 yard. I know I have to get two and a half more yards, and I will. But I just wanted to see what the color was going to look like. And now that I'm totally happy, now I'll order the rest. And I will try to remember, but it probably won't happen today. It'll probably happen tomorrow. I will put a link to this exact fabric that I got, if you like this color. And I gotta find this one. Gosh, golly almighty. I think I still have the wrapper maybe somewhere in this box, but we'll look at that later. So this is my petals. This is for my petals quilt. For my vintage daisy that we're doing. These are the 10-inch squares. I feel like all of a sudden it's coming together. and then cornflower blue for my background. And we're gonna start later this week. We'll start doing the heat and bond, the applique sticky on the back of those. Okay. Now, I'm going to try something today just to see if I can get it. And then, because I also have to go back to work. I have to go back to work. Quarter square triangles. That's what we're going to try and do. Because I want to go back and finish this Ohio Star. B1. 'Cause you'll always be my baby. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, okay, yes. All right. So let's try and follow the, James Patterson book, The Writer. James Patterson and J.D. Barker, called The Writer. Ten. Da-ding! 10. Fantastic. I started it last, I think it was Thursday. No. I think I started on Friday. Done. Finished it last night. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Just a whirlwind of twists and surprises, and easy to follow. Not an obnoxious abundance of characters. A really quick plot. It really very much a definite oh my gosh kind of book, which I liked. And this has been sitting on my shelf for a little while. I've wanted to read Harlan Coben, so here we are. Just started Fool Me Once. If you read Harlan Coben and you really like his stuff, give us a little comment and let us know. I'm not going back to his serious stuff. I mean, maybe later, but this was the one I could grab quickly out of my bookshelf because I wanted to start something new today. So Fool Me Once, Harlan Coben, and I'm only a few pages in, and so far so good. Okay, now, this Ohio Star. Let's see what we need. We need to do B1. Okay, B1. Just B1. How are you today? What did you do today? Or what are you doing today? 5.5. I don't have any 5.5. So. We have to do these quarter square triangles. So they want color 1. That's not 5.5. They want color 1 and color 2. And you all know, if you've been following the sampler quilt that we're doing, that I am running low on the original colors that I was using. So let's do this. Okay, I don't have 5.5-inch squares, but I have 5-inch squares. So here's a 5-inch square of what we're going to call color 2. A 5.5-inch, which we're going to just go with 5 inches, because that's what we have in here. Of the color 1, which is going to be this. So I think I'm going to do that at 5 inches just to keep everything kind of the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, right between the seams. Right between the uprights. Okay, let's just clip this off. And let's just really hope that I don't screw it up, because I don't want to have to get more fabric for this sampler quilt. I'm hoping I can kind of go with what I've got. Okay. if you're new, we're doing this sampler quilt by, she quilts a lot. It's like a 2015 Peta Piece, P-E-T-A piece, P-E-A-C-E, Peta Piece. Now, some people who've been here since we started this particular little project, and this project, like I'm just kind of doing here and there throughout the month. So it's taking me longer to do it. Most of you would probably have it done 5 times by now. But I'm just kind of, on days when I just want to kind of come in and sew on something and not make it a whole big project, you know, and not start a new project, or I'm not really ready to work on an existing project. This is a good, which is also, if you're a new quilter, if you're not like a lot of the people that are on the channel that are really experienced or have been quilting for a while, if you're relatively new or you're kind of looking for projects, I think, and I have thought this for a while and now I'm totally convinced, and that is that, what is the problem? That a sampler quilt is a fantastic way to give you like small senses of accomplishment and change it up. You know, because you're always doing like a different block or a different, you know, a different piece. So it's not like a regular quilt or a regular project where you're doing the same thing 872 times. You're doing a different block all the time, which keeps you engaged. Also, you get to, like, I have really dramatically increased my skills by doing this. And 2 5.5-inch squares of color 3, which is our kind of magenta-y color. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, here, this is good. 1 of you. 2 of you. Perfect. Okay. So this is becoming somewhat of a scrappy quilt because I only had fat quarters when I started, and you need more than fat quarters for all these different blocks. But I think that it's a great way to get you, you know, shifted into the next gear. All right. I know, it was the gummy bears, I know. Make 4 quarter square triangles. Okay, so we have to do quarter square triangles, and the last time we did these, they were a disaster. Disaster. So we're going to give it another go. All right, quarter square triangles. Let's follow her instructions as closely as we possibly can and see if that maybe we were the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Okay. On the back of draw from corner to corner. So presumably we're going to have one like that and one like this. Okay? Okay. Now, she wants draw a pencil line from one corner to the opposite corner. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Now there's that one. Now, so a 1/4 inch away from the line on both sides, trim a 1/4 inch from the sewn line. Okay. So let's start with that. Okay, 1/4 inch. Now I forgot how I did this. Oh, I know. I got it, it's okay. I moved the little laser on my machine, oops, too far, to the 1/4 inch mark, okay? So I moved the laser to the 1/4 inch mark. And I'm gonna sew, keeping the laser line on my drawing line. I hope that makes sense. Please don't make me repeat it. Okay. Now, one more time, flip it around. Keep the little laser on the drawn line. Okay, there's one. And now, do the other one real quick. Okay, remember the laser the laser goes on the line that you drew, so that you're gonna stitch 1/4 inch away from that on each side. Okay. Okay, now, all right, now, so here they are, okay? Now cut them. Okay, now this is where everything fell apart the last time we tried these. So we're going to, all right, now, press them open. All right, here we go. Hold on, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, now, did that. Draw a pencil line from one corner to the opposite corner on one of the half square triangle units. Okay, pencil. Okay, now what? Now what? Draw a pencil line. Obviously, okay, I did that. Place the half square triangle with the pencil line on top of the second half square triangle with right sides together. Hold on a second, I got it. We're going to use this one because the seams will nest. Okay, right? Yes? Now, she left out 2 steps on how to do this. Of course, that being said, if I sew this right now and it doesn't work, I'm going to be lit. Just lit. But I think I'm doing it right. If I'm not doing it right and you're screaming at the camera, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I'm supposed to do the same thing, right? Just now sew a 1/4 inch from the draw line. Now, before we do the second one, let's just make sure we've got this right. Oh, please be right. Guess what? Yes! Okay, here's the instructions. Place the half square triangle with the pencil line. Well, we'll do it on this next one, and we'll show you what her instructions say. Okay. Draw a line, pencil line, right? So there we have a pencil line. Okay, on the half square triangle, back of one of the half square triangles. Place the half square triangle with the pencil line on top of the second half square triangle with the right sides together. Okay? She doesn't tell you specifically, and if you're new, you're not going to know this, to put the opposite colors together. Right? Like you want the opposite colors together, right? If you like the magenta is going to go to the teal. And over here, the magenta is going to go to the white. Anyway, moving on. Place the half square triangle with the pencil line on top of the second half square triangle with right sides together. Cut along the drawn line. Press and trim to the size required. Don't you think you should tell people they're supposed to sew down the center line again? Honestly. Okay, so we're going to sew 1/4 inch on either side of our drawn line again. Okay, flip it around, 1/4 inch from your drawn line. Now, cut it open again. Ta-da! Okay, let's press them. Let's press all these little guys. Okay, now we can go back to the Ohio Star. Okay, let's go back to the instructions for that. Okay. Make 4/4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now it says to, back over here, trim these to 3.5 inch squares. 3.5 inches. 3.5. I hope this is right. I'm going to be so pissed if I've trimmed this wrong. I don't know if the trimming is right. Oh. Okay. I trimmed them wrong. Okay, I trimmed them wrong. Thank God I only trimmed one wrong. How disappointing. Okay, 3.5. So if I go to 3.5 here, right? Move it down to 3.5. Let's do it with a pencil first. And I cut it there, okay? what am I doing? Okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm using a block lock, and I'm obviously doing it wrong. What am I doing wrong? Well, I don't want to cut, I don't want to do any more on this until I know what in the Sam Hill I'm doing. Because I'm not doing something right. That I keep ending up with my things way off like this. I mean, if this was trimmed down to where it was a square again, it would not even be 2.5 inches. It would be way too small. So I'm doing something wrong. I think cut. Strip tube. Another block lock. Squared up. I don't know, let's see what this does. I've had this in my drawer for a while. All right, let's see. This one is Creative Grids, but I don't know if this is right for the right kind of, let's see. Oh, it's too big. To square up a pieced block, place the correct size of the ruler over the block to be trimmed. To trim a 4-patch, place the horizontal and vertical lines of the ruler to seam. I don't think I had enough gummy bears for this. Well, here's the thing. This is all fine and good, but it's not going to work for, you can't cut in there. I can't. No. Okay, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm never going to get this Ohio Star done. Ever. ever. It's going to be the world's smallest sampler quilt because it will be missing a big hole where B1 is, which is supposed to be the Ohio Star. But I'm not grasping this. My brain is not. It's just not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Wow, is there anything more frustrating than staring at something and you're like, I don't get it. I don't know where I'm putting this, that I'm not supposed to be putting it, or not putting it, that I'm supposed to be putting it. I have no idea. Slide it over to 3.5. But see, like if I keep cutting this to where it's going to be square like that, 3.5, go over here to 3.5. Holy cow. Okay, 3.5. Or am I supposed to go? It's still not right. Okay, guys, help. I need this to be 3.5 inches. This is wrong. But right now, alas, I must go back to work. So thanks for coming by. At least I got these right. At least we've got this part. So I'll sew one more tonight so that I have my 4. And you guys are going to figure out how in the world I'm supposed to make this work on this so that it's 3.5 inches. Or an easier way to cut down finished squares, because that's torture. Just torture. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thanks for coming by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. I hope you have a fantastic evening. I hope you have a fantastic tomorrow morning. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. And the only other thing to say is don't forget, only a 1/4 inch seam. Unless you're doing these Ohio Stars and we're way off. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.